Good morning, everyone. I am Richie Kim, and welcome back to Richie Revs. We are back with another kind of Canyon video. So actually, I'm going to be telling you all the 5 things that I love about my 2024 BMW M3 Competition, otherwise known as the G80. So, first thing first, I love the performance of this car. Like, this is so fun. I mean, as you all can see, I have gone on numerous Canyon drives within the short amount of time, I would say, that I've owned this vehicle. Obviously, they all happened after the break-in period, but this car is so fun to drive. It has so much power. It handles extremely well. There are some things, I guess, like performance-wise, that I wish it had a little bit better. And I'll get into those in another video where I talk about, you know, I guess like 5 things that I dislike about the car, or, you know, wish were better, I guess. But yeah, like I said already, you know, performance is number 1. This thing is super fast. It's a 4-door sedan, but this thing hauls like no other. This is basically like a super sedan to me. This thing rips in the canyons. It handles corners very, very well, and it's so damn quick. I love it. So another thing that I love about this car is the aesthetics. A lot of people hate the way this thing looks, but I think this thing looks sick. Looks super aggressive. I will say that the OEM grille definitely doesn't look the best. I think it's just like too much black, but thankfully to modifications, you know, all this stuff can change. It looks a little bit more open, and obviously, you know, the carbon fiber makes it look a lot better. So yeah, I mean, aesthetics in terms of the front, you know, I think it looks good. Definitely good. Obviously the mods make it look a lot better, but everywhere else I do love the way this car looks. It just looks super aggressive, very, very nice. Even the back end, like the back end looks very, very aggressive. You know, obviously the rear is wider than the standard, you know, 3 Series. But yeah, I mean, aesthetics, I love it. Obviously the paint color too, like the paint looks freaking amazing. So another thing I love about the M3 is the interior quality. You have super nice leather. I mean, you have the nice carbon trim on the inside. I mean, just interior quality in general in this car is very, very nice. You're getting very high quality stuff. Let's go in the car. One thing that I wish, you know, was nicer is the headliner. So in my previous car, which was a Genesis G70, this was actually suede or Alcantara, and it was very, very nice, whereas this is kind of, you know, just like, I guess like this regular like fabric material, which is not bad. I mean, it's pretty standard, but yeah, I mean, that's something that's not too special. But yeah, everywhere else, you know, you have like nice quality leather, you have this nice quality carbon fiber trim, and depending on like what packages you get, right, this is whatchamacallit, this is leather as well. All this is leather, this is leather, this is not leather, but yeah, this is leather. So yeah, I mean, it just really depends on like what, you know, packages you get, but overall I would say that the interior quality of this car is very, very nice. So another thing I love about this car is the modability of this car. There's so many things you can do to this car. Like, I mean, you can change the spoiler, which obviously I did. You can change this diffuser to a lot of different types, styles, materials. I mean, there's like forged carbon, there's regular carbon, there's gloss black. I'm sure there's other styles too. I'm sure there's like other types of materials of diffusers. There's a bunch of different styles. You know, you have like this, I forget what the style is actually called. but you see how it's slanted. They have that. They have one that's like more OEM, which is like straight down. They have one with like a brake light in the middle. There's just a bunch of different things you can do to this car. The exhaust, obviously, you can mod this exhaust. There's like single mid pipe, resonated single mid pipe, just regular mid pipes, non-resonated mid pipes. There's, God, I mean, there's just so many things you can do. You can even change like this trim right here. I have the OEM one, which is obviously gloss black, but they have forged carbon versions, regular carbon versions. You know, you can change these side skirts. I have the OEM gloss black, but you can change these to carbon fiber or whatever too. You know, you obviously have the mirror caps. You can change these from the OEM style to another style if you want. And then obviously up in the front, you know, you can change a bunch of stuff up here. So this grille, you can obviously change. This is like, I forget the style, but this is like kind of like an OEM style, but more opened up. So it looks better, way less, you know, closed space, I guess. So yeah, I mean, this looks great. You can change the brake. You can change these brake ducts. I personally changed it from the honeycomb to this carbon fiber brake ducts. Looks way better. I think it looks cleaner. And then, you know, the lip. There's a bunch of different styles of lips you can put on this car, carbon fiber or not. But yeah, I mean, just the available mods and the modability of this car is crazy. Like I mentioned before though, you know, in my things that I hate about this car, obviously mods are expensive, right? But just overall, the available mods for this car is something that I really love about this M3. So the last thing I really love about the M3, and this is very specific to the G80, is the fact that it's a great daily driver. And what that means is it's very practical. So like, you obviously, damn it. So you can easily fit 3 extra people in this back seat, no problem at all. I mean, you all can see the room. I mean, I'm also a shorter person, so they'll have a lot of leg space in the back. I mean, you can fit a lot of people back here. Also, if you want, you can fold these rear seats down and you can fit like your whole exhaust in here. Obviously, I mean, from the axle back and the mid pipe, they have to be separated, but you can fit it all in the back seat. And then you have a very, very usable trunk. I can fit a lot of stuff in here. You know, take your Costco trips, can fit a bunch of waters, sodas, you know, toilet paper, paper towels, whatever you want. It can all fit in this back trunk. So yeah, I mean, from a practicality / daily drivability standpoint, you know, this thing is amazing. Not to mention, you know, it's not just the space, but the actual comfort of driving this car. It is very, very comfortable. So, you know, there's always that conversation of being static versus being like on bags or whatever. So this car specifically does have the adaptive dampers. So it's comfortable when you want it, or sporty, you know, when you want to drive a little bit more spirited. So yeah, I mean, this car is a fantastic daily driver, and it pretty much has everything that you would want in a car that you have to drive on a daily basis. But yeah, you know, that's pretty much it for the 5 things that I love about this M3. I really do love this car. The pros of this car heavily outweigh any of the cons. I mean, yeah, you all should know by now that I really do love this M3, with the amount of, you know, content that I make and the fact that I'm driving it all the time. As you all can see, I have almost 5,100 miles right now and 5 months of ownership. So yeah, I do drive this thing a lot. And I love every single second of it, especially now since, you know, the Valvetronic exhaust is back on the car. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I'll catch you on the next one.